So, Sagittarius, what we're going to do is get right into the reading for you. This is going to be your love reading. I have not titled it yet because for you, who knows? Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to start with the tarot, and then we'll get into a few of the oracles a little bit later. So, let's see. Let's see what comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Excuse me. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. It was trying. It was trying. Seven of Pentacles came out. Ah, Seven of Pentacles. What does this mean? What does this mean? Seven of Pentacles. You're investing in yourself. I know. That's just such a generic way of reading it. But you know what? I really do believe that that's kind of what this is about. I'm going to tell you what I feel has occurred. Okay. If some of you have not experienced this, a lot of you will experience this. This is basically saying, okay, so you're going to cancel? Oh, okay, and they keep canceling. They start doing things that's making you feel like, oh, you don't want to be here. You don't want to be around me. And I feel like that's what this person was doing. Or that is what this individual, for some of you, are going to be experiencing with somebody. Because guess what you do? You pull away. Your card is basically saying you have pulled away or you will pull away from somebody because they are not putting you in the love department priority spot. Everything has its priority. And love should be at least somewhere in there, and they're not doing it. So what are you doing? You're like, okay, yeah, now I have to go within myself, and I'm going to be watering my own seeds. But I can tell you just based off of what I'm saying with this Seven of Pentacles, if it has not occurred, you will be doing this. Okay? Because somebody ain't doing something that you think that they're supposed to do, and you're not liking it too much. And like I said, we got a whole lot of cards to go, but that is what I'm seeing just based off of these two cards, or the two cards that I saw. All right, let's keep going. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Didn't I tell you? Ooh, man, Sagittarius, it's either you or the person that you're dealing with. Baby, when I tell you they are a player from the Himalayas, and you guys already know, I don't really talk about players too much on my read. Maybe it's because I don't do love readings like that anymore. I miss that type of language. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do. It's a little messy, but I kind of miss that language. A lot of y'all are dealing with somebody who don't they won't stay planted to save their life. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. And see, remember, we started off, remember, the first card is literally what's going to be seen in the reading. Why are you walking away? Why are you watering your own seeds? Because this person don't stay long enough to even do it anyway. Yeah, you may have a strong connection with them. You may feel this, like, maybe soulmate connection with them, but you don't necessarily feel stable and grounded in this connection. And so for a lot of you, you're going to be entertaining, unfortunately, someone who's been coming in and out. But you're going to have to start sticking your ground, though. Because to me, it kind of looks like this person already knows that, like, yeah, let me let Sagittarius do what they do for a second, and then I'll come back. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. Let me let them stay busy for a second, but they'll be okay. Now, for some of you, what happened is that you moved away from somebody and you ran into somebody else. Now you got two different people in your reading. Okay. So I do see with the second card, some of you are the ones that could possibly be juggling people, possibly, right? And you're trying to see where you should really invest a lot of your time and energy into, especially if you're multi-dating. Okay. There's someone in particular that you like, and you're like, let me give this person a chance. I'm not going to be talking to too many people. I'm going to stop talking to this person for this person. That's something that I'm seeing here. Now let's see what else comes out here for you, Sagittarius. Tell me if I'm talking too fast, y'all. Tell me if I'm talking too fast. Let's see. This is for Sagittarius. However it lands. Dang, this came in an upright. There's a lot of sex here, a lot of passion, a lot of sex, a lot of intimacy. I don't really like seeing that too much in the first three cards, because it's not right it's just something isn't right. And you got two signs, two cards here that talks about fast movement and sometimes moving too fast and doing things without thinking. You get what I'm saying? This is the type of person that persuade you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. And I'm not talking about just sex alone. I'm talking about all types of stuff. They're just, they're on flying at the seat of their pants. They're like, come on, Sag. And you love that energy. You love that excitement. You love it. You love it because that's who you are and you're ready for it. But man, this could be a little reckless, y'all. There is someone who's going to come up in here that does feel soulmate-ish. And it is a lot of chemistry and it's a lot of passion. And you are going to have to slow the hell down. I would actually say your reading isn't bad. This is more so about you pacing yourself because this can get out of control. Because see, when you move too fast, you don't see all the signs, right? You don't see all the signs. You don't really see who they are, what they're about, that type of thing when you move too quickly. And for a lot of y'all, you ain't see the signs. And some of you, this is your story right now. That already happened for you. You're like, yep, yes, that's exactly what happened, honey. They were fine. They were good looking. They had that, they had a good mouthpiece, baby. They knew what to say. They knew what to tell me, right? Made me feel good. And then boom, guess what? It didn't last. Just as quick as they came in, you had a 2 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe a month or two rendezvous, and then the next thing you know, you sitting on the couch eating popcorn with your dirty slippers. So this is the reason why you want to be very careful about this kind of energy, because if you haven't experienced it, a lot of you are going to be running into this type of person. But it is a very much so a higher octane energy here as well. Meaning if you use it to your advantage, this can actually turn out to be something pretty nice. Okay, if you take your time, but this all depends on you, because this is basically saying that you invest in yourself when you didn't have a relationship. Did you water yourself when you didn't have a relationship? Because that's how you're going to know what the rest of the story is going to be about. Because some of y'all are going to be pushing too hard, and it's going to end up being something that ain't going to last. You're going to end up frustrated in a dead-end connection, basically. You're going to be without, here with the Five of Pentacles. This looks good. Oh, wow. You guys have been dealing for a few of you, you've been dealing with someone in particular, okay, over the years, who gave you this sense of hope, and they always had you moving towards something and working towards something that never came true. And so you're about to meet somebody where the hope is going to return. That bitterness that you may feel it on your tongue is now about to be sweet, because you're like, oh, this feeling is different. Oh, this is different. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this person. I'm not used to this kind of energy. Yeah, that's the type of person that's going to be coming up in here. But like I said before, it is how you work it, because whatever you've done, the work that you put in, the type of time you put in is what this is going to be, because this could be either good or bad. Let me tell you, for some of you, the ones that are, and I know it don't come from me, because then oh my God, Yasmin is saying that I'm a lower octane Sag. No, you can do whatever you want in this life. You guys already know how I feel about that. I don't judge. I don't care what you do. But you do have to be careful if you have multiple partners, because this reading is also consistent of someone who's very, very promiscuous. Male or female, it does not matter. Okay, someone who's very promiscuous. And it's telling me that for some of you, you done caught some things. And so if you continue in that, if you continue in the lifestyle, if you continue in that, please make sure you protect yourself. That's it. That's all I want to tell you. Y'all thought I was going to be like, don't be having all these multiple partners, baby. I don't care what you do with your body. I don't care. What I'm going to tell you that for? That ain't got nothing to do with me. You do what you want to do. Because guess what? Whenever you were born and the way that the planets were aligned, you were made to do exactly what you're doing right now. Not everybody's going to be the same. So I would never come to you that way. But I do have to give you a PSA, because there is multiple partners in this reading. And a lot of you are going to have to be careful because it's promiscuous energy. And yes, you have a very high sex drive. So you do have to protect yourself when this comes out. Okay. That's all I wanted to tell you. Now, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Sagittarius. Ooh, Sagittarius, this looks so good. You're about to be in love. You're about to be falling for somebody. There's been a lot of passion, a lot of heat, a lot of chemistry with somebody. Sag. Ooh, you got the Chariot card in reverse. You guys are moving on from someone who very much so disappointed you. Now, one thing that I can tell you is that a lot of you lack self-discipline or basically telling people no. Now, the Chariot card in reverse is saying your vulnerabilities, your inadequacies, the things that you feel, your insecurities, you cannot go into new relationships like that. That's what you're learning to release. Okay? Because to me, I feel like those have been the obstacles to the real relationships that you really wanted to be in, is that your vulnerability. Or for some of you, not even wanting to be vulnerable at all. And so here you go. You got somebody who's just in love with you. They want you. They're in love with you. And you refuse to open up. You refuse to actually get to that place. And your person felt that. They were just like, I don't know what it is about Sagittarius. They just seem like they don't like me. They just seem like they don't want to open up. And see, that can cause problems in relationships. So one thing that I can tell you just based off of that is that some of you, you've been doing too much, which means, like I said before, it was a lack of self-discipline with telling someone no. And for others, it was a vulnerability issue. Okay, that's just something that I'm saying. And, you know, it didn't work out the way that you thought. And so now you're going to have to move in a different direction. Some of you are very much so disappointed. And a lot of you are like kind of like moving about in the world, feeling unloved, because it's like, how many times do I have to keep on experiencing this in life when it comes down to relationships? How many times, right? Because you could tell by the dragging of the wheels, right? The wheels is not sitting on the ground. It's in reverse. It's spinning, but it's in the air. So for a lot of you, you're kind of like, how many times I want to be going through this? I'm getting tired, you know. You feel a little disappointed about it. But again, like I said before, this reading is definitely going to be turning in a really good direction. Your wheels are going to be back on that ground. You're going to be moving, and there is a very much so directional energy. So you're moving towards somebody. That I can tell you. Let me see. Ooh, oh my God. Look at this. This is okay. That's okay. We'll tell about that in a minute. And then you got the Tower card in reverse. We're going to have to talk about this. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. The Ace of Cups is amazing. When it's in an upright, which it is, because I already told you somebody coming. We already did. And it's kind of unexpected. Hello. Shout out to the universe. They were totally on it with that. But see, again, remember, it's telling you what you need to do before you actually get there. Before you actually meet this new love, what did I tell you have to do? You had to plant, you had to water your seeds yourself. Nobody else can do it. And how do we know this true? It's because the Ace of Cups talks about what? A lack of self-love. There is no what? Self-love, because the cups start with you first. And that's why you were allowing so many people, allowing someone to do what they were doing. And this is not blaming you, but you knew. You were just like, why am I letting this person do this to me? Why they come in, then I start feeling bad, and I feel like they're abandoning me. I know they're dealing with other people. I know that they're a player and all, and you were just accepting it, right? And it brought you down and made you feel less than a person. Because you got tired of feeling disappointed, but you also got tired of not having anybody. So you had this high hopes, this high expectation that this person would change because you thought that they loved you the way that you loved them. And I'm not saying that they didn't have no feelings. I'm saying that they didn't have enough. That was the problem. Okay. So just based off of what I'm saying is that, again, it starts within you. You see the reason why I didn't make a title to this? Because I couldn't figure out. It's not a reason I couldn't figure out why I couldn't feel you. Oh, that has everything to do with you. And how your next relationships are going to go is going to be based on you. Now there's new love coming in. Please don't F this up with your emptiness. Please don't do that. With your sad tears and your fear. Oh my God, this is not going to work. I don't know what's going to happen here. Okay. I don't know. And some of you guys, truly, you're still dealing with somebody who ain't showing you no love at all. I'm not going to forget about y'all. The new people got somebody new coming up in here. But for those who've been dealing with the same person coming in and out, you're going to be feeling the exact same way. You're going to be sitting in this exact same spot next year. You're going to be in this exact same space. You're going to be feeling the exact same spot next year. Your emotions are all over the place. This is chaotic. You are a disaster emotionally. This person does not give a damn. They are very careless. You are oppressed and don't even know it. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get the Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. Oh, baby. When I tell you, some of y'all got burned, I can tell you that. Remember, I was telling y'all, make sure y'all protect yourselves. You are dealing with somebody who's very promiscuous if it's not you. Oh, yeah, there's third party all up in this reading. All up in this reading. The Tower card is saying you have this fear of change. You're dealing with someone who doesn't want to change because they want to just continue, keep on putting their body or, putting their stick into everything, or a lot of different people, or spread, right? Whatever, right? They don't want to change because they're comfortable being there, right? And they need people who are just like them, period. That's all they need. But for you, your fear of change is the very fact that that new beginning, that new start, actually taking action and moving away from this person, that there'll be nothing left behind. Because the Tower card destroys everything. And the only thing you see when you look in the background is dust and ash. And you're like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I don't know if I'm comfortable with not having nothing, walking away without having nothing. I done invested too much in this. What you mean? Seven of Pentacles, like, I done invested too much in that. Now, you telling me I have to walk away? I'm not trying to walk away. And you see how it's saying that you need to take action, but the Tower card in reverse, it says, baby, no, I'm not. Because the Tower card in the upright is saying a release, a breakthrough, a change, but it's in reverse. You refuse it. You will, though, because Pluto don't play that. Pluto comes out regardless if you want it or not. You're going to feel it. You're going to experience it. You're going to see it. You can't keep delaying the inevitable. That is what the Tower card is basically telling you, and you are going to be forced to take action. You're going to be forced to make a decision. But somebody like to indulge in third-party situations and scandals and deal with people at their job and dealing with people who they shouldn't be dealing with. And somebody dealing with the mama, somebody dealing with the friend and all the other shit. Somebody dealing with a friend, somebody having sex with some friends. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who I just saw, but I either saw someone dealing with their friends or someone is friends, and they could be a couple and they're dealing with each other. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just telling you. Let's go ahead. Let's get the Lover's card here. This is for, well, there we go. Boom. This is the Seven of Cups in reverse. You know how you deal with people and you know they're not your ideal partner? The Tower is giving you the ability to find that person. Stop wasting people's time. Stop allowing them to waste your time. Because a lot of y'all are pushing people aside because you're waiting for a particular person to be something that they are not able to be. They're not going to be able to change. They're not going to be able to be something that you want them to be because that's not them. They're showing you who they are. Now, you can accept them for who they are, and people can accept you for who you are. But one thing that I am seeing is that you're on shaky ground here. So for a lot of you, you want something stable. So I can tell you, most of y'all, that ain't y'all. You see how there's been so much confusion in your relationship, and there's been a lot of mistreatment. You see what I'm saying? There's been love that was supposed to be poured out onto you by your person, and they didn't show you that, and that was the telltale sign for a lot of you. You still didn't make a move. So even though this Seven of Cups is in reverse, because you're not looking at nobody else, and I'm talking about for a lot of y'all, baby, when I tell you you were in love, you were in love. You didn't see anybody else. Even though all these people were looking at you and they were wanting you, and they were like, why in the hell is Sagittarius still there? Why is Sag still there? Why? You didn't see it at first because you were so steeped in the love department. Well, I would say, if anything, this is more so illusionary. Okay. The illusion ends, though. That's the thing. The illusion ends. And so the opportunity, I want to leave this in the upright now because this is what we're really seeing. The illusion ends, the opportunities open up, you start making decisions, and something actually comes in here that's worthwhile. Something comes in here that's worthwhile. And that's what you've been needing to see. Because before, like I said, them wheels were in the air spinning. Ah, look at this. First card came out, I swear to God. All of it, look, this was this one. And this one came out just like that. Just like that. Player. Many lovers. Cheating, non-committal, and a womanizer. Ooh, wee. Oh, no. What did we talk about? We already talked about it. We already talked about the set energy of coming back and forth. We already talked about it. And why did we say that you're taking them back? What did we say about yourself? What did we say about you? I ain't gonna go over that. I already said it. Staying together, working it out. Let's go ahead. Let's get two more. This is for Sagittarius. One more. They've been doing a lot of extras tonight. Oh, somebody is definitely stringing you along. See, this is how you know somebody been making promises that they ain't gonna keep. They're just telling you shit. They're like, yeah, baby, I love you. I'll do whatever. This is coming back together. That's celebratory energy. This is you going out. You're like, oh my God, thank you so much for back together. Yay, they love me. They want to be with me. Yay, we have special occasions. Now I can take them here. We can go here. We can do all of these things and all this other stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you still don't realize that you're technically still trapped in a connection that's really not going to go anywhere because they're unable to perform the way that they're supposed to. And you become trying to tame a player. That's what you are. An animal trainer. Trying to change a partner who doesn't want to be changed. We just said that. That's what I just said. I literally just said that. Literally just said it. Now, why is this coming out of your read, Sagittarius? Now, I thought we done been through this. We done went way, because see, I haven't done love readings like this in a long time. I didn't really know what the hell was really going on, because I do that whole general stuff and just kind of piece it together and see, but I don't really see what's really going on. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little disappointed, just a tad. Sag, I'm a little disappointed. Y'all like those rough boys, those roughnecks. And the men, I'm going to tell you, I done talked to some Sagittarius divine masculines, baby. You talking about they like the cheeks out. Y'all are going to have to change your taste in individuals in order to get the kind of relationship that you want. But a lot of y'all like to walk on the wild side. You like to walk on the wild side. You don't want to admit that to yourself, but you do. You like to walk there. Okay? Anyway, Sagittarius, y'all know I love you. You know that? I love you guys so much. I will be back again tomorrow. Oh, wait. Am I going to be going online tomorrow? I will, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be going. Anyway, Sagittarius, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you back here again